Some huge breaking news that sort of leaked out during NXT. WWE are going to host a PLE in Paris, France, named Clash in Paris. This is the official logo. It's all there. Just Google it. You'll see it. And there's an article that at the moment won't load. It will load very soon when WWE make this official. But you can find this image. It's linked to that article. Clash in Paris is coming to a 40,000 seat arena. This is going to be very, very fun indeed. I think most people would agree that the last WWE show in France was an absolute hit. The crowd was wonderful. Let's hope they replicate it again. But this is things you might have missed from WWE NXT. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. The main event tonight would see the Women's Tag Team Championships defended as Naomi and Bianca Belair would defend against the Meta Girls, Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. I love how they made such a big deal out of Lash Legend and Bianca Belair coming face to face and fighting in the ring. One of the goals of having main roster stars going to NXT is making the NXT stars look good, surely. And tonight, they definitely did that. But after a huge double KOD by Bianca and Naomi, they would retain the Women's Tag Team Gold. We then got this, a weird error message that just said WWE transmission. You kind of think they cut the feed, right? Well, then the words transition would disappear first, then WWE to be replaced with Vengeance Day, with the logo and that in the corner. This was part of the broadcast. This wasn't an error. So what's it a tease for? Who is going to arrive at Vengeance Day? I have absolutely no idea. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. We started off NXT with a banger of a women's tag team match as Roxanne and Cora Jade would take on Bayley and Giulia. And this was so much fun. I've got to say, I loved tonight how it was like the crane cam seemed to be the hard cam. Very small arena tonight at center stage, but it felt very cool indeed. Now, after a really good match, Bayley would pin Cora Jade, and while it was all friendship between Bayley and Giulia, the question needs to be asked, can Bayley be trusted? Does Bayley want the NXT Women's Championship? We don't know. Obviously, this feud with Bayley and Roxanne probably still going to play out, as Roxanne was not pinned. Also worth noting, this Thursday on TNA Impact, Cora Jade will be in action. If you want to see more Cora, Thursday night. But if you need even more good news, well, I've got some for you. Guys, tonight, the radioactive coconuts were back as the NXT champion, Oba Femi, would be special guest on the Grayson Waller effect tonight. Love to see those radioactive coconuts. The NXT crowd, though, really behind Austin Theory. Big Austin Theory chants. They chanted for him to turn on Grayson Waller, so he did. He turned his back on Grayson. I love that. That was perfect trolling. Thinking on your feet. Genius from Theory and Waller. Austin Theory, though, was super harsh to Oba Femi by saying that the crowd see you as a main eventer on the main roster. We don't. We've seen you 100 times. We see you. You're the top draft pick that comes in. 6 months later, you're in catering. 6 months after that, you're on the indies selling t-shirts. Like, whoa. Oba Femi would challenge A-Town Down Under to a title match at Vengeance Day. Obviously, that annoyed Trick Williams, who had come out interrupting Ava, dealt with A-Town Down Under, and then fell victim to the ruler, to Oba Femi. Trick falls again. Immediately after, Trick Williams would have to go in a one-on-one match with Wesley. We saw this built up last week. Tonight the match happened, and honestly, potentially match of the night. Trick's emotion would get the better of him as he'd throw the referee to the ground and cause himself to be disqualified, meaning Wes Lee would win the match tonight and potentially piss off Trick Williams. But if that pisses off Trick Williams, he's going to be a lot more pissed off when he walks to the back and finds out Ava has given the NXT title match at Vengeance Day to Grayson Waller and Austin Theory we're going to get a triple threat. Question we need to ask, will Austin Theory and Grayson Waller get along? Obviously, it's a triple threat. They will not be working together if one is going to win. But if you thought that sounds like can they coexist rules, well, guess what? We're going to get can they coexist next week as Trick Williams has to team with Oba Femi to take on A-Town Down Under. So is there a way for Trick Williams to get into this triple threat match, make it a fatal four-way? Some really cool breaking news though. WWE NXT has launched its own YouTube channel, much like WWE Vault's YouTube channel. This is showcasing NXT and its entire history, including full matches, full shows, full takeovers. This is really cool. Honestly, you can see it on screen right here. You can see Nikki Cross, Asuka, Ruby Riott, Shinsuke Nakamura there, going against Bobby Roode. You have a War Games thing. Oh my God. There's so much on this. I watched a few Wyatt family things earlier. Very fun to go back and watch. Eddy Thorpe would speak about his journey towards the NXT Championship tonight, and he would say that he cannot be broken. So I'm willing to say it, okay? Matt Hardy to NXT, confirmed, right? An evil smile on the face of Fallon Henley tonight as she retained the Women's North American Championship, defeating Shotzi. We then got confirmation that the match we all wanted to see, Fallon Henley will defend the North American Women's Championship against Stephanie at Vengeance Day in a couple of weeks' time. That's going to be big. Do you think Stephanie's got a chance of winning the belt? We then found out from Ava that it will be Roxanne Perez challenging Giulia for the NXT Women's Championship at Vengeance Day, and Bayley will be in the match. It will be another triple threat match. Oh boy, that's going to be fun, isn't it? But look at this tension between Roxanne and Cora, as Roxanne would blame Cora for being the one to be pinned, and therefore she shouldn't be punished. Is Cora going to turn on Roxanne Perez? I have to note this social media post by Tatum, Shotzi and Gigi wearing Chemical X t-shirts. If you don't know, Chemical X is what gave the Powerpuff Girls their special superpowers. There's been a lot of memes and a lot of jokes calling them the Powerpuff Girls, and they're playing into it. And do you know what? Good for them. You can't call them the Powerpuff Girls, so why not call them Chemical X? It literally sounds cool for a wrestling faction, doesn't it? I'd like it. Let's make it official. A confrontation between Stax and Ridge Holland would lead to a match being made between those two for next week. Ethan Page would defeat Cedric Alexander tonight. Genuinely, a really good match for Cedric tonight. But it would be then Javon Evans, who's still not medically cleared, coming to the ring, fighting Ethan Page, trying to get a little bit of retribution. Although I don't think I missed it. It wasn't announced tonight. I'm sure this is going to be a match for Vengeance Day between Ethan Page and Javon Evans too. Tonight's show, very easy, 7 out of 10 from me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below like always. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. You don't want to miss any other uploads. Like the video, share the video, and I'll see you as always next time. Peace!